Very good morning to one and all. I'm Nidhi Kasitwar, and I welcome you all to the Future Ready Talent Program orientation in association with Microsoft, GitHub, Future Skills Prime, Quest, and EY. We, the panel, thank you all for being here with us today. A lot of us may ask why this program.
Nidhi, can you just pause for a minute?
Okay, sure.
I've just started it, so we'll just start from start. So
Okay.
Over to you. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much. Right. Okay. A very good morning to one and all. And I'm Nidhi Kasitwar. Welcome you all to the Future Ready Talent Program orientation in association with Microsoft, GitHub, Future Skills Prime, Quest, and EY India. We, the panel, thank you all for being here with us today. A lot of us may ask, why this program? In the last 2 years, a lot of our students here have been studying from home with a mere virtual connect with the colleges and fellow students. Given this, how do we develop real-world problem-solving skills? How do we link what we learned in colleges to what we need to apply in the industry? How do we bridge the gap? So here we are, presenting to you an opportunity to learn and experience real-world problem-solving using the power of technologies powered by Microsoft Azure. The purpose of this program is to empower learners from India with technology skills for employability. The program aims at preparing learners to work towards solving business challenges and creating innovative solutions using tools like Microsoft Azure and GitHub tools. In this context, I would welcome our esteemed speakers to share their vision, mandate, and commitment that they bring to this program. The first speaker on the panel here with us today is a visionary leader who has more than 2 decades of experience with more than a decade in Microsoft. She has held several leadership roles, defining and executing sales and marketing strategies, managing the P&L, and consulting for learning solutions for corporate clients. In her current role at Microsoft, she is responsible for leading the learning culture and skilling strategy for India and for driving the overall execution for customers, partners, employees, and also future generation skilling. Please join me in welcoming on the forum Chief Learning Officer at Microsoft India, Indrani Chaudhary. Over to you, Indrani.
Hey, thank you, Nidhi, and a very, very, very warm welcome to all the students who are participating in this conference or webinar. And first and foremost, I wanted to congratulate each and every one of you for your brilliant decision to onboard onto this kind of a virtual program, which is one of its kind. And in the next few minutes, I just wanted to set the context and why we have developed this program and what you can look forward to. So just giving you a brief background, since the onset of the pandemic, we have witnessed organizations across the globe embracing digital transformation in a pace which we had never seen before. So one thing which has become non-negotiable for success for any company, be it any industry, is that a company has to become a digital company so that they can build their innovative solutions on top of a world-class technology available. Not only to survive, but also to build the competitive advantage for sustenance. And case in point, the platform that is available is Microsoft Azure, which is considered to be the world's computer. So given the current situation is that India's demand for digital talent jobs is approximately 8 times larger than the size of the fresh talent pool. And by 2024, this is expected to grow 20x. So hence, the good news, all of you have signed up at the right program, for the right program at the right time, and you can leverage the opportunity ahead of you. We've designed the program keeping you at the center stage. So let's start with the tenets of the program. The first one is curriculum. Again, 95% of all the Fortune 500 companies use Microsoft Cloud technologies. The curriculum that is part of this entire program is based on those top-selling, Microsoft Cloud skills that are required by our customers and the partners who have subscribed or who are committed to using the cloud technologies. Together with AICTE and NASSCOM Future Skills Prime, we have ensured that the curriculum is actually aligned to the national occupational standards and hence can be considered for credits by your institutions as per the national education policy. And as part of the program, I strongly urge that each and every one of you should also aspire to earn Microsoft Cloud certifications, which are the global validation of your tech skills. You'll find the certifications at a very, very subsidized price that you will get to access only carved out for students of this program. Looking at the instructional pedagogy that we have used, we have ensured that you not only learn the technical skills, but are able to apply the technical skills. And no better place than GitHub, where you have the necessary developer tools, including Azure credits that you will need for exercising learn by doing. For those of you who are not much apprised on GitHub, I wanted to let you know that GitHub is the largest coding community which houses approximately 65 million developers across the world, and the number keeps growing. So it becomes a wide exposure to you, your code, your projects that you submit. Today, actually, when recruiters like us want to search for a tech expert, we go into the GitHub repository and see that as, what's the contribution to the society, what's the code, what's the demos or the projects that you have built. So that is around the application by doing. But we also mentioned that, industries today needs to become digital. Be it, the fintech, the ed tech, every industry which we're not so passionate about industry will need to now become a technology company or a digital company. And according to the LinkedIn data, the number or the job openings in the tech roles for non-tech industries are growing in leaps and bounds as compared to the tech industry itself. So through this program, what we have really tried to do is get you access to the tech and industry mentorship from Ernst & Young, a global advisory organization. And we believe that with this mentorship, you will be able to power your ideas to build solutions that addresses the opportunities in any industry, as well as addresses the challenges that are faced by these specific industries. And those who clear successfully the internship, we will not only give you the internship certification or certificate, but will also give you the opportunity to onboard onto a virtual career fair, which we will host in the early part of the coming calendar year. And this career fair will be organized by Quest Corp, one of India's leading tech staffing services company, which acquired Monster. And these career fairs would actually be a platform for you to host or showcase your skill sets, your certifications, your projects that you build. And we will bring together our Microsoft partners and customers who can just look at what your talent, what your submissions were, and it's a platform for you to really get ahead of the population and get to the recruiters who are searching for talent like you. So with this, I just thought, again, I'll end this session and give back the floor to Didhi. But I seriously think that this is the opportunity. It requires a lot of investment of your time, but be committed to it so that you have a very, very good future ahead. So all the very best, and may you rock and roll in your career ahead. Thank you. And over to you, Didhi.
Thank you, Indrani. Thank you for setting the context. It was a very insightful session indeed. I'm sure that your words and your commitment will inspire the students who are here with us today. Thank you so much. Our next esteemed speaker is an enterprising multidimensional education industry leader and business accelerator. She has over 2 decades of experience in learning and development of information technology, industry program management, and various functions in quality, partnership, and people management and sales. She leads the Future Skills Initiative in India with special focus on academic interventions, building strategic alliances with industry and academia. She is highly engaged in policy level interventions for higher education at state and national level. With these words, I'm honored to invite on the forum National Lead Future Skills Academia, NASSCOM, Sridevi Sira. Over to you, Sridevi.
Well, thank you so much, Nidhi, for that wonderful introduction. And thank you so much, Indrani, for setting up that kind of a context for everyone on the call. Primarily, I'll start off with congratulating all the learners who are there on this call. And this is the best decision I can say, that is something that you guys have chosen up to. And welcome to the Future Ready Talent Program, Virtual Internship Program. This is one of a very unique combinations that has been brought to you by all the industry leaders, I can say. What is the need? I mean, if we just go a little deep inside, the need for, the employable talent in India. I mean, we are flourishing with youth population, and the need to have the right set of people to be available for the jobs is very, very important. And this has been, reiterated by multiple researchers and multiple reports which are actually published. With quality education and skills, one can become a reality in leveraging the digital skills, and also the digital learning path will be a smooth one for everyone to get accessibility. For the industry experts also to offer you the best of the content which is available. If we look at it, India has a unique demographic dividend today. About 60% of our population is young in age, but in order to get the dividend, some large work and employability enforcement needs to be done to improve the skill sets. We are all set. We are heading towards $1 trillion digital economy. And to reach there, of course, we need the right talent, and that's something which every industry leader, every recruitment agency is actually talking about today. Another research also indicates that by 2030, India will have about 90 million people joining the workforce due to the existing demographic dividend that we have. It's very important that we equip every Indian citizen to join the workforce. Due to the advantage that we have, we need to nurture all the skills and also make them employable. The number of workers in India requiring the digital skills will need to increase by 9 times before 2025. And an average worker in India will need to develop minimum of 7 digital skills by 2025. That's what one of the research report actually calls out. At present, digitally skilled workers represent about 12% of Indian workforce, and we are all set to increase that percentage. The pandemic has actually taught us, it is evident that the future of businesses will be hyperly digital and largely contactless. And according to the experts, technology will play a much larger role across different verticals and concepts such as, whether we say telemedicine, contactless drone delivery, anything that we talk about, or anytime, anywhere education, everything is all about technology. And to ensure that all of this is brought forth to everyone, there is a unique public-private partnership that is being created by Future Skills and Government of India. And that is exactly where you will be, going forward also. And this is a platform where you will have end-to-end skills, right from learning to assessments to certification. Everything is available there. Now, if we look at, the importance of this is something which is supported by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. We are committed to guiding and empowering the Indian professionals through playing exciting, valued, and purposeful roles in future. And, if we come back to what is this Future Ready Talent Program and, why internships are really important, thanks to the entire, industry which has come together to stitch a particular module, which not just allows a learner to learn a technology, but also demonstrate the skills beyond a level, whether it is showcasing your abilities on GitHub or showcasing to the industry the kind of certificates that you gather during this learning. Everything is going to be very, very unique. And the close hand-holding and mentoring sessions that, EY and team will be actually helping you with. These are very, very unique, and, you can't get them so often. In line with the vision to ensure that we develop the country with the right digital talent, we are involved in this Future Ready Talent Virtual Internship Program. We are trying to, build experiential learning, and that is something which is going to enable project mechanisms, which all of you are expected to showcase. The courses that are expected to be completed by you is also something which is aligned to national occupational standards. Now, that means you're just not getting, an internationally vetted certification, but also something that most organizations in the country are actually looking at, and you're benchmarking your capacity to that. We hope all the students will actually benefit with this program, and we want to see that the correct kind of nurturing happens and you all get future ready. All the best. Good luck to everyone. Back to you, Nidhi.
Thank you, Sridevi. Thank you for your words. Now, they say the path to success is to take massive, determined actions. And I'm sure your work and commitment will guide our students to work for and achieve the best. Thank you so much, Sridevi. Okay, now our next esteemed speaker is a national leader for EY's financial accounting advisory service in India. He has a rich experience of over 20 years in the advisory and consulting industry. A CA by profession, he has also done his US CPA and company secretary courses and is a proud alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad. He regularly engages with standard setters and regulatory bodies in India to help grow the accounting profession. With these words, I take the pleasure to welcome Sandeep Khitan, National Leader FAS, EY India. Over to you, Sandeep.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks all the panel members, and I also want to congratulate all the students who joined us today for this program, and many more who are going to join throughout this journey. So I think this is one of the most exciting program as it's been talked about, where multiple kind of stakeholders are coming together to provide very, very enriching experience from a student perspective. Thanks to AICTE and all the affiliate partners to design a one-of-its-kind program, helping students learn relevant technical skills and work on the employability at the same time. There are many strategic benefits of this program to the students, like learning latest cloud computing skills, project work, industry readiness sessions, mentorship support, and most importantly, successful students also get a chance to participate in the career fair. So this has been designed with keeping students at the center of of everything for the purpose of this program. Technology, as we all know, is playing a very important role in our lives and how, in a way, businesses are being run today. As we rapidly move towards a digital economy, in fact, I was just kind of looking at today's headline, and we've got like 5 mega IPOs of the companies like Paytm, Nykaa, all technology-led businesses, right, hitting over next 2 weeks in the Indian capital market. So this is actually defining and changing the way all of us going to live and do business, right? So all of this in a way resulting into a digital economy, and as a result of which technical skill sets are evolving faster than ever, requiring people to become agile learners and solve complex challenges using technology, especially in a post-pandemic scenario where every business processes actually become digital. All of us in a way, learned and acquired the unique skill set of being at home and being productive at the same time. So and all of this actually has been enabled by digital platforms and the whole ecosystem, which rapidly evolved right over last 18 months from that perspective. EY contribution in this whole program will be in terms of assessing the final project submission, support the students on their learning journey by providing mentorship sessions, query support, and industry readiness sessions. We are very, very excited to connect with you all through these platforms and forums. We are also providing, this is very, very interesting, that we're also providing an additional offer to all the registered students by providing access to Microsoft official courseware, right? And this in a way opens up the world of all technology courses as in a way provided by Microsoft, which are available on a self-learning process, right? It's a very well designed courseware used globally by learners, and it provides detailed information on topics along with lab instructions for a complete hands-on learning experience. And you will get assessment, you will get certification, as you complete all of these coursewares as well. I request each one of you in a way to take the benefit and redeem your MOCs for all the courses. The courseware remains with you for your lifetime. And again, as Indrani, Nidhi, everybody said, this is again a global courseware, and the certification is valid wherever you have an opportunity in a way to engage for your future employability. Batch 1 is already going on full swing, where thousands of students have enrolled and taking the advantage of this virtual internship, focusing on learning future ready skills. So next few weeks will be full of learning and action for all of you, and my best wishes are with you for achieving a successful completion of the program. And I also want to take this opportunity to wish you great festival season, and stay safe and enjoy the time. Thank you very much. Over to you, Nidhi.
Thank you, Sandeep, for the enlightening words and for sharing your thoughts with us. Thank you so much. Next, I would want to introduce Leader and Evangelist, Education and Government Engagements at GitHub India. He's also the Global Program Manager of the GitHub Campus Program. Prior to this, he was the Head of Enterprise Marketing at Microsoft India. With a strong customer orientation, he has been instrumental in conceiving out-of-the-box customer-first engagement ideas with strong ROI and impact. Allow me to welcome Dheeraj Gyani on the forum. Over to you, Dheeraj.
Thank you, Dee, and good morning, everyone. I have a small slide to share, so I'll go ahead and I'll share my screen. Is my screen visible now? I hope you can see my screen.
Dheeraj, your slides are not visible.
Is it visible now?
Not yet. Do you want to reshare?
Yes.
Yes, now these are visible.
Great. So thank you once again, and it's really a pleasure to be here. Not only be here to speak to all of you, but also be part of this consortium. And I really want to thank Microsoft, who took the lead in bringing all of us different kinds of stakeholders today on a one platform. So you have the best of the industry. You have one of the largest employers in the country. You have NASSCOM Future Skills, which brings a very different aspect to this program. So I think, if I remember how I used to do internships during my college days, it's funny. I was talking to a colleague of mine and I was telling him that during my internship, I was holidaying at my cousin's place in the hills. And somewhere the internship was happening and I was still enjoying. This today is a very different world that we live in. The opportunities are immense for all of you students, and I think there is so much available for you to leverage. So I think everybody can actually do what they like. I'll come to GitHub and how are we trying to value add to this program. So GitHub, as some of you might know, we are, as Indrani mentioned, actually, thank you for that introduction, Indrani. We often talk about how future of software development is going to happen. And I think, before I go into more details, I sort of want to reiterate what previous speakers, Sridevi and Indrani both have mentioned about how every industry is becoming more and more digital. So as a student, let's say if I'm a civil engineering graduate, or if I'm pursuing my programs in mechanical engineering, it's no longer you can say that, okay, I don't want to get into technology. Every industry is really transforming. And if you see these statistics, these are global statistics, which actually shows that, what kind of talent is being hired by these non-tech industries, retail, energy, financial services, healthcare. These are the biggest employers of technology. So that's what is happening. Software developers are being hired by non-tech industries today. Another very interesting slide. Again, global statistics. Indrani and Sridevi both mentioned about some Indian statistics. 85 million global talent shortage. That's the kind of estimation that the World Economic Forum is projecting by 2030. The interesting statistics on this slide is the last one that you see in green, which is that 85 million jobs will be replaced with opportunities for new ones by 2025, which basically means that expectations, skill sets are changing. So today, if I'm employed and I'm doing wonderful, there is no guarantee that my today's skill is going to be still needed 5 years down the line or 2 years down the line. So that's where it's so important that we are ready for the future. We are upskilling ourselves every day. We are learning what we do. And that's where programs like the Future Skill Talent, so beautifully fits in today's requirement. GitHub, as you already heard, we are the world's largest platform, which is used by software developers and individuals to build software, to innovate. One of my favorite quotes today is that software development is really a team sport. You don't build software, you don't build apps all alone. One, you want to collaborate with other talent, you want to collaborate with people having different skill sets, and you also want to leverage what is already there in the world. Why do you want to scratch everything? Why do you want to build everything from the scratch? So, and that's where GitHub comes in. Open source software development. If you have heard about this concept today, in fact, 90% of modern software development uses open source principles. So how do you leverage the code which is already there? If you want to develop an Uber app today, you don't have to start from the scratch. It's already available. So use GitHub. That's one, to collaborate with people, to leverage the work done, and then also finally showcase the kind of work that you're doing on GitHub. So my colleague Arko is going to talk further in session today on how are you going to use the platform really to collaborate, to discuss, to meet other colleagues of yours who are part of this program. But yes, please do leverage GitHub. I'll skip the slide, but I think for as a student, we are very happy that we are adding value to your life, and then our endeavor is to sort of complete the circle. So we are not only trying to provide you the tools through this program, so you will have access to some wonderful paid software at no cost available to you, and that includes from the things like if you want to develop a game, you want to build some robotic automation processes you want to do, or you want to simply build a website. All those tools are going to be available to you at no cost. You will have the power of community through the GitHub discussion forums available to you. And then, of course, you will come closer to the final milestone that everybody has, which is coming closer to a job. So please use the program very, very efficiently, and feel free to drop in any questions for us, and look forward to chatting up with you, all of you. All the best for you. Didi, back. I'm handing over back to you.
Thank you, Dheeraj. Thank you for your encouraging words. At the same time, I understand you have put across to these students how important and such an opportunity that they have, wherein they can leverage the tools that are available on GitHub. At the same time, they can use the power of community. Now, and I really feel that your comments must have infused in our students a spirit of commitment and promise. So thank you so much. Now, I would request our next speaker, who has over 2 decades of solution consulting experience and who has been helping customers to develop enterprise solutions and has been enabling professionals. He has been focused on Microsoft cloud solutions. He has taken up lead roles like global portfolio management and practice management with organizations like Dell Technology and Dimension Data. He would share with us details about the FRT program to kickstart the journey to enrich and extend the learning experience of our students. With these words, I would want to invite Mr. Alok Agarwal on the forum. Over to you, Alok.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Alok, and I would walk you through some of the aspects about this program. So let me start with describing the goals, your tasks, the benefits, and the highlights of this program. So we will start with, as within this program, you will start with the industry sessions that are designed to provide you the exposure to the real world experience. And then you will experience, you will access a lot of content, and you will also have hands-on experience on the technology. You will have the opportunity to design these applications using many in-demand technologies. I would highly encourage you to expand the horizon of your thoughts and build and deploy these applications in the cloud services of your choice. I would also provide you information that will help you to navigate across the virtual internship program in terms of aspects like the program boundaries, the timelines, the project selection criteria, and many, many exciting offers. Like many of the previous speakers have spoken, we are going to enable you as a student to learn a lot from this program. As other speakers have focused, the focus of this program is the students, you who will learn from this program, and then you will be ready with the future skills. I will talk about the various aspects within the goal of this program and host of benefits that are available to you in this virtual internship program. So let me start with some of the goals that we have envisioned within this program. We would talk about 3 aspects here. The first one and the most important is we want to provide you an learning opportunity. Today's organizations are either born in the cloud, or they would have a definitive roadmap for cloud adoption. So professionals with cloud skills are in great demand. Here, you're getting an opportunity to learn few of the most in-demand cloud technologies. Second, we would want you to solve business challenges. Here, we want you to be enabled for this. Industry experts are presenting the real world challenges in industries and the possible optimization by using the Azure Cloud Platform. There are industry videos that would be available to you, and you will get an opportunity to look at some of the business problems that have been, or there is an option to optimize some of the business processes. We are presenting some of these scenarios, which will provide you insightful information to garner your thoughts and identify a possible internship project. So when you're going through these industry videos, keep your mind open and think about what possible solution can you derive out of the scenarios that you're looking at. There can be a possibility of innovation at any given point. So while you're looking at some of these examples, you might get very good clues on what your internship project can be. And the third aspect, building innovative solutions. So last but not the least, this program will help you to build innovative solutions. You can use technologies like GitHub, which is one of the world's most popular code repository for open software. So we would encourage you to use tools like Azure and the GitHub within your projects. While you're going through this program, there are few weeks that you will invest. You will have to, you will require a lot of commitment to complete this program. Now, while doing so, you would be thinking about what's in it for you. So let me talk about the different aspects that are inbuilt into this program. So this program provides you a highly encouraging experience and covers different elements. I will talk about 7 different elements here. So let me get a pointer. So to start with, we will first talk about the on-demand learning. Here, we are providing you self-paced learning modules across different courses. So these courses will take about 200 hours of online learning. These are industry standard courses, globally recognized courses, and these would provide you very good learning experience here. Next, we have the industry readiness videos. These are 5 videos. You can start with the overview of the Microsoft Azure, and then there are 4 different industry specific videos. These videos go over 2 hours, and these will talk about specific case studies or scenarios where cloud computing can optimize the processes within an industry. Beyond this, you have the student developer pack. This includes a $100 credit on the Azure Pass with step-by-step instructions so that you can play around with the Azure technology, the services that are available within the Azure, and create your project here. Next, you have GitHub Discussions. While you're going through this program, you might have queries, you may want to clear some of your doubts. So here you have access to unlimited technical queries on GitHub discussion boards. EY mentors and other students, your colleagues, will help you to respond and resolve these queries. While there are dedicated mentors, as I spoke, EY mentors, they will also help you in resolving these queries. While there are mentors which would be available to you on the GitHub forums, you may want to hear about some of the very specific queries from the experts. So there is an interactive session that would be conducted. This will be a 1.5-hour session, about a 90-minute session, to resolve your issues on any practical challenges, and these are targeted specifically on the Azure services. So you might have issues around using a specific service, or you might have an issue on the right use case of a service, etc. So such queries can be resolved in these interactive sessions. Now, as this is a 90-minute session and there are thousands of students, how do we cater to your queries? Now, this session will cater to the most common queries coming across the internship program. So if you have a query which you want to get resolved, please go ahead and put that in the GitHub discussions so that your query can be picked up. And of course, we will also give you an opportunity on the chat session so that you can within these interactive sessions so that you can get your queries resolved. Next, you have the virtual career fair. After the successful completion of this internship program, you will have an opportunity to participate in the virtual career fair, which will be organized by Microsoft and the other partners in this program. So this will give you an opportunity to appear or present yourself as a candidate for an employment. And the seventh aspect here is about the certificate. So when you're investing your time, you would want accreditation coming into you. For all the students who are successfully completing this program, you will have an opportunity to download the certificate of participation from the FRT portal. So all the successful students after the completion of this internship will get an certificate of participation, and I will show you a format of that towards the end of the session. Now let's talk about the eligibility of this program. In the batch 1, we have seen many students are asking, is this a program that is intended or targeted for engineering students? No, this is not. This is open for all the Indian students, and if you're graduating in 2021, or if you're already graduated in 2021, or you're graduating in 22 or 23, you will be eligible. So all Indian residents studying in Indian colleges are eligible to this program, irrespective of the stream of your studies. So you might be coming in from B.Tech, MCA, MBA, MTech, BA, any of these streams, you are eligible for this program. Now let me talk about some of the phases and the timelines. So let's break the entire program into 4 different phases. The first phase, which is about the program registrations, now which also cover the program registrations, which opened for batch 2 on 11th of October, and these are open. So in case if you or some of your friends, colleagues who have not enrolled in the program, you will still have an opportunity to register in the batch 2. Within this phase 1, you will once you have registered yourself to this program, you can go and complete your profile on the orientation page, and then you can complete the industry sessions and the self-learning. I'm going to show you how we complete the profile as well. And then we will you will have an opportunity to view the industry videos. Currently, these are open till 28th November. These in case there is a change, we will notify you. If we extend this, we will notify you with that as well. Now in phase 2, you have the orientation session. So for batch 2, we are doing the orientation session. Many of you who are joined this session today may have some more, you may want to come back, or some of your friends who are not attending this session might want to look at this session. So for benefit of all of these people, we will provide you a recording of this session as well. Once you have registered to this program and you start going through the program process, you will reach a stage where you would want to learn you will start the self-learn courses. So there are different courses. Most of these courses are mandatory courses. There are 2 optional courses as well. I will talk about those as well. So these courses, for people who have already completed their registration and the profiles, these courses are available to you, and these would be available to you till about 20th December. And the third phase would be when you start preparing for your projects. And the first phase on that will be the project synopsis, where you will submit your projects synopsis between the 14th and the 28th of November. So this is one of the important criteria while submitting your projects. So try and provide the most accurate information here that can become a good information for your project approval. So these should be very well, the information in the project synopsis should be very well aligned to the program guidelines. So please be careful and provide the information as accurately as you can. I spoke about the interactive session where EY mentors will help you with some of your queries and try to resolve any issues that you have, that, or I would say the technical aspects that are around usage of any of these technologies. So this is planned on 8th of December. Then we have the project submission, which starts on the 1st of December. And here you will have the online learning, which should be completed before this. So in the phase 4, we reach the finishing line. We announce the students who have completed the program successfully, and these announced will be the results will be announced on the 15th of January. All the successful students will have the ability to download the certificates post the results announcement, and the career fair dates will be announced later. Some of the critical do's that are expected while you're completing this program. So we will talk about a few of the aspects here. So first one is completing your orientation page. So there are different set of informations that are required for you to complete your orientation page. I'm going to give you a demo on that as well. On how you complete this information. So it would be important for you to fill up all the required information. Beyond that, you will complete the industry videos. So as I spoke about, there are 5 videos here, 4 videos for the specific industries and one on the Azure overview. So you will complete all of these videos. And while you're viewing these videos, please remember you cannot say forward or bypass some of these videos, etc. So we expect you to use these videos for your learning. So please go through all these videos in totality. The third aspect is completing the self-learn courses. Now, these courses would be available to you from the links will be provided to you on the FRT portal within the self-learn courses, and you can navigate them one by one on the given path. So once you complete all the mandatory courses, you will your progress will be tracked, and that can be used for moving you to the next stage of the program. A very important call out here is on the point 4, which is while you're doing your self-learn, you will navigate from one portal to another. And as there is no single sign-on across these portals, you're expected to sign in every time into the individual portal whenever you're moving from one to another. For example, when you click on one of the courses on the Future Ready Talent portal, you will navigate to the NASCOM site on the Future Skills thing, and there you would be expected to sign in. Otherwise, your progress may not be tracked accurately. Similarly, when you're taking up a course from Microsoft Learn, you will have to sign in again. So do remember that whenever you navigate from one site to another, one portal to another, you should sign in to the specific portal. Next, you will be provided a developer pack, which will be available to you through the GitHub site. So you will have to activate your developer pack, and this is one of the criteria that we will monitor while tracking your progress. So you will have to ensure that you activate your developer pack. Next, you have project synopsis submission. I have highlighted this. Again, this becomes an important criteria for your project completion. So when you're submitting this information about the project, keep the information as accurate as you can. Go through the program guidelines carefully and include all the information that is required for you to present your project in the right manner. I will walk you through the criteria of the project selection as well. So please refer to those, and these will also be available to you on the Future Ready Talent portal, so you can refer from there as well. And the last phase or the last step would be about the project submission. So you complete your learning, you do the industry videos, you complete all the synopsis, etc. Now you will start building your applications, and those applications should be submitted to us as a project on the GitHub. So you are expected to submit your code, your right repositories, and the information on what your project is. So we would like to look at a working prototype of your project. So ensure that all of these components are provided while you're submitting your project. When you submit your project synopsis, this will be a stage where you would be just exploring on what services, what technologies you might be using. In case you decide to choose one service over other, you will have an opportunity to update that during the project submission, and you should ensure that accurate information is provided while you're doing the project submission. With that, I will move to the section on the profile. Now, you would either would have already registered on the Future Ready Talent portal. If not, you still have an opportunity to go and do a sign up. So here's a quick demo on how you can log in. So you can go on the Future Ready Talent portal, go onto the sign up, put in your information like your email ID, choose a password, provide in your phone number, year of graduation, and with that, you will be able to register for this program.
Adding to that, Alok, just one point that when you are putting your email ID, just ensure that you do the verification also with the verification code.
Sure, yes. So once you do complete the verification and you register to the portal, you can log into the portal. So again, you can go to the home page of this portal. You will have an option to log in from there. You can use the email ID that you have used to register, put in your password, and then you can log in here. When you successfully sign into your portal, you will be presented with multiple menus. You can start from the learning here. And as you have in this demo, we have just logged in. You will see that orientation shows up in red right now. So there is some information that's required here for completing your profile. So we will go ahead and complete this information. We will put in the institute name, we will put in the specialization, and we will upload a file for either a college ID or your provisional mark sheet. In this case, say I'm uploading a college ID. And then we will submit this information. So on successful completion, it will give you a message, and then you can once this is completed, you will navigate or you will scroll down and you will see the options for completing your profile. So there are 5 things that are expected here. The Microsoft Learn profile link, the email ID used for registering in the Future Skills Prime, the GitHub and LinkedIn, AICT, etc. So I will just show you each one of these. And one very important call out here is whenever you're putting this information, for every link you will have to submit, click on the submit button. So here is an example of putting a Microsoft Learn profile. In case you want to search your profile, you have option for find your profile. And if you don't have a profile, you can click on the sign up and create a profile. So right now I already have one. I will submit here and it will give you a success message. So ensure that for every tab you will click submit whenever you're putting the information. Now I will show you the next one, which is Future Skill Prime. Here you're required to put in an email with which you have registered there, and then you will submit this. Similarly, I'll go to the LinkedIn. I will put in my LinkedIn profile here, and then I will submit this. So GitHub and AICT information is optional, but I would highly recommend you to complete this information as well. And once you complete your profile, you will be navigated to the self-learning section, and you will be presented with 8 different courses here. So there are 2 fundamental courses, the Azure Fundamental and the Artificial Intelligence, and then there are multiple associate level courses. So when you click on one of these courses, it will navigate you to a Microsoft Learn portal. And as I said, you're expected to sign in to these portals every time. So here I'm showing you, you click on the sign in, put in your credentials here, and then you can access your courses. So when you're completing these courses, you can see the progress of these courses. At this time, I've just logged in and it shows in progress. When you complete this course, this is going to change in real time now. So as soon as you complete your course, it will change to completed, and you will see that these are done on module basis right now. So you should complete all of these courses, and then or parallelly, you will have an option to look at the industry sessions. While I would say you can start with industry sessions and then come to the different courses. And in industry sessions, an overview of Microsoft Azure is something where you should start. While this is reflecting at the bottom, but this should be your starting point, and then you can look at the other industry specific videos as well. So again, you see a completion status there. Right now I have not completed, so it shows me incomplete. But as soon as you view the entire video, it will show you completed there. And now you will see at the top orientation shows up in the green. The project tab is where you can submit your synopsis. So this will open on the 30th of October. This is not available to you right now, but I'm going to show you some of the screenshots so that you can be familiar with these. So next we will talk about the industry sessions. So these industry sessions will let you relate the real world industry challenges and the IT solutions. So we will talk about the different videos that we have created for you. So there are 5 videos here. The first one is a Azure overview video, and there are 4 other videos for healthcare, fintech, edtech, and sustainability, which we call as Earth here. So these are especially created where you can look at how Microsoft Azure is enabling the automation and the business transformation in the identified industries. We will look at how these industries functions, the current challenges of these industries, the role of the technology to streamline the business processes, and how these customers can be benefited by adapting the technology. There are examples of how machine learning or artificial intelligence can be used to make the processes more efficient. For example, the machine learning can be used to accurately predict the future demand or a risk in carrying out a process, etc. While the artificial intelligence can help you to make quick decisions and then take actions on those decisions as well. So for this, a call to action is you should ensure that all the 5 videos which are available to you should be completed. You should ensure that you cover them in totality. Now we will talk about the self-learning modules. These are the important component within your virtual internship program. Here you will, there are a host of courses that are available to you, which you should complete to move or progress in your internship program. So here you have 8 different courses available to you, and there is one fundamental level course. There are 4 advanced level courses which are mandatory. So all the courses that you see here in the black color, the black text, are the mandatory courses, while the blue ones are the optional courses. Now, while we have kept them optional, I would highly encourage you to cover all of these 8 courses. These are something which will help you to enhance your learning and look at the new technologies or know about the new technologies that are becoming the in-demand technologies. So the mandatory courses are the AI fundamental course, the Azure's administrator course, Azure's developer course, Azure's security technologies, and the data analytics course. While the Azure fundamental course and the developing and implementing Microsoft Azure AI solutions are optional. The other optional course is the GitHub advanced modules. But again, as I said, this would be very, very important for you to cover all of these. The Azure GitHub, the GitHub is one of the most popular repositories, and knowledge on this would be highly desired in the industry. So I would encourage you to cover all of these courses entirely. All right, so in terms of the project completion, the project tracking, the completion of these courses would be refreshed in real time right now. And you should ensure that the status is reflecting as completed. There may be some of you might have already completed one or multiple courses earlier. So you will have an opportunity to take the credit of those certifications. While you're filling your profiles, you will in the self-learn module, you will have an option to put in the existing certification and take the credits from there. And in terms of how you will do this, you can log into the FRT portal, you can navigate to the course section, and then you can upload the certificates of any existing certificate. So in terms of tracking of your certificate, your progress in the self-learn, as I said, this is now being refreshed on a real-time basis. So whenever you complete a specific module, the status of that course should change to complete, and it should move to a green color. So that's how your progress can be tracked now. So you will have to ensure that all of these modules listed here should show up as Next, we will talk about claiming your developer pack. So this is one of the important things that you would use while developing your projects. So you can claim the developer pack by updating your Microsoft Azure skills in the LinkedIn. So this is the criteria here that you update your skills on the LinkedIn. And I'm going to show you this as well on another screenshot. We are looking at a very specific keyword called Microsoft Azure. So while you're filling your information, you're updating your LinkedIn profile, be very careful that you fill in the right keyword there. Otherwise, your progress would not be tracked. So first, you will complete the process for claiming your GitHub developer pack would be to complete all the mandatory courses on the Microsoft Learn. Then you will go and update the LinkedIn profile where you will add the Azure, the Microsoft Azure skills, and then you can click on the sidebar here. So this is here you have an option for claim, and then you also have the QR code that you can use to claim this. Wow. So now your skills will be validated and these can be correctly updated, and you will receive the special link for claiming the student developer packs. Next, we will talk about the project synopsis. This is an important phase of the project where you will submit the information about the projects that you are carrying out, and you will have to provide the information in the right manner. So while you're presenting this information, you have to ensure that the project is aligned to one of the 5 industry so you will have to align the industry, you will have to align the project to one of the industries. Then you will have to, there are 5 industries that are listed. You will have to check one of the industries from the drop down and put that. Then you will have to choose a right project title and the project description. So there you will get the fields to put that project title and the project description. You should provide the accurate information so that that can be captured. Then you will have to, the next is to explain the problem statement or the opportunity area. Now, as I said, you might, when you're thinking about a project, you might think of an existing problem. So you might have seen that some aspects should be covered within your, you have seen an area of improvisation. So you will include that. Or you might see that there are problems in one of the business processes which should be taken care for optimization. So that's an opportunity area which has not been identified as a problem, but you see that as an opportunity area. So you will include that. Then you have there is a mandate to use minimum 3 Azure services. So you can select at least 3 Azure services that you would include in your project. And as I said, while you're planning your project, there is a possibility that in the initial days, in the initial planning phase, you may not identify them correctly. So you will have an opportunity to update this information while you're submitting your final project. So please make sure that when you're say submitting your synopsis, you include the information as accurately as possible. But while you're submitting your project, you align it to the submitted project, because this would be a very important aspect of your project evaluation. While you're creating a project using the Azure services, there is a possibility for you to include additional technologies as well. So you have a section in which you can mention the other technologies that you may want to use within your project. So these are some of the very important aspects, and please ensure that all the fields that are marked in red are completed and accurate information is provided. Otherwise, you will have a risk of getting your project rejected. So I will iterate this again, that please ensure that all of these criteria are met and an accurate information is provided. And I have already covered these two aspects as well. So you should claim your student developer pack, and you should have the all the information should be updated and provided in the synopsis. Now I will show you the project submission checklist. Let me zoom in here, and here you will see you have project checklist which will be provided to you. As I said, this is not available to you right now, but this will be available to you over a period of time. So I will just show you the screenshots of how this will look. So while you're submitting your project synopsis, you will have a drop down here where you can put in. So there will be 5 industries. You can choose the industry from that drop down. You will write a 100-character project title. You will also have you will fill in a 150-character problem statement and a 250-character project description. And then you have the primary Azure technology and other technology options here. So once you fill in all of this information, you can save and submit this information. Similarly, you will also have options so here are the detailed information about the information that you fill in the project. So industries, the project title, etc. And once you complete all of this information, you can submit this, and then you will get a notification on completion or submission of your synopsis. Now, very quickly, we will cover about a few more aspects like updating your LinkedIn skills. So you can go on to the LinkedIn profile, go into the skills and endorsement sessions section, add a new skill, and then add another skill and put in this keyword. So please make sure you're putting this keyword accurately, Microsoft Azure, and then only it will capture your information. I spoke about the interactive session, which will be a 1.5 hour project mentoring session. So the idea of this session would be before you submit your final project, if you have any say information or help required on the services and the technologies that you would like to use within your project, mentors can help you there. So your technical queries which you post on GitHub would be addressed here. You will also have chat sessions where you can get your queries resolved. So we will choose the most occurring queries within the GitHub. So if you have your queries, please add them to the GitHub queries. So you will have a better chance of coverage in the mentoring session. In terms of your query management, these are the queries that you may have around the program and the technology, etc. So there are two types of queries that you might come in. One, the process or the platform related, which can be directed on the support@futurereadytalent.in. The same information or the email is also provided to you on the help desk section in your FRT portal. And for your Azure technical queries, you can go onto the GitHub discussion boards, and within the student category, you can post in your queries. And now we will talk about the project submission. This will be the final phase of this virtual internship, where you will build your applications, your programs, and then you will upload them onto the GitHub repositories. So very similar to what I have discussed on the project synopsis, these should be well aligned to the industries. There should be at least 3 services from the Azure. You should upload all the information on the GitHub repositories. These should align with the project title, description, and the problem statement. So whatever you have, the information that you have provided, your project should also align to that. And again, an important criteria of your project evaluation is the prototype that you are uploading should be a working model. So we will do that. Then we will quickly look at the project evaluation rubrics. Alignment to industry. If yes, we will approve it. If no, you need to update this. You need to put in a right information there. There can be a possibility that the mentor, the evaluators feel that your project is aligned to a different industry and they might reassign as well. Similarly, for aligning of the project title, problem statement, description, etc. If these are accurately filled in, then we will approve them, else you will have a risk of rejection. Minimum of 3 Azure services. If these are yes, then we will approve. If no, you can update them before the final submission. So if these are not using at least 3 services, and the point 2, which is alignment to a specific information about the project title, problem statement, etc. The prototype is working model and you have provided the information on the GitHub, then you will we will still consider this. Similarly, if the prototype is working, we will approve it, provided your point 2, 3, and 5 are all completed and aligned to the requirements. Similarly, the students who have submitted the URLs for your project link. If these are yes, then we will approve this. If no, then we will reject this. So this will also be provided to you on the FRT portal, and you can look at from there as well. And towards the end of my presentation, I will talk about some of the exclusive offers. Within this program, there are many exciting offers that we are bringing in. So we are providing you with the official courseware. So all the courses that are listed there, you will get Microsoft official courses. We have spoken about this earlier. You're getting discounted certification vouchers. So all the exams you can, I mean, if you when you're taking up these exams, you can use the discounted certification vouchers here. There is a exclusive invite to join the Reactor community. Then you can become a Microsoft student ambassador. So this is a Microsoft program which helps you to learn about, as a student, you will get an exposure to various technologies. You can represent your educational institutes in various forums, etc. And the last is signing up for a free learning credit. So you can go on the Microsoft Learn and you can take the advantage of learning newer modules from there. And this is the sample internship certificate program. Here you will see this is provided with Microsoft in partnership with NESCOM and the affiliate partners. So this will be a industry standard certification which can be presented in any of your future assignments. So with that, I would conclude here. We'll go back to Nidhi.
Thank you, Alok. Thank you for a detailed view on the program. And I hope our students now have an in-depth understanding of the various facets of the program and would make the best of this opportunity.
Right. And Nidhi, before we move to our next speaker, there are some questions which I would like to bring up, and these are like frequently asked questions that has come from students, and I would request Alok if he could answer those questions.
Sure.
Great. So the first question is that as a student, I've completed my self-learned courses, but my progress is still not updated.
All right. So while you're completing your courses, while you're completing your profile, etc., you should first ensure that you have completed all the modules. And in case, so now we have started updating them in real time. So you can go and look at them again. If they are not updated, is still not updated, then you should ensure that your Microsoft Learn profile, you're logging into the Microsoft Learn profile, and even if you do not see the progress being accurately tracked, you can write to the support@futurereadytalent.in email and share the screenshot of the error that you're facing, and somebody will respond to you there.
So Gunjan, I'll just add one more part. I did hear Alok pointed, but again, re-summarizing it. Please to ensure that when you are into MS Learn, if you don't sign in, then it is the entire hours that you have put in cannot be tracked, and we cannot give you the credit unless you have taken the certification. So when you are taking a course, please make sure that you're signing in with the MS Learn profile that you have submitted during registration. Back to you.
Thanks, Indrani, for adding that point. And one more thing to the students, also ensure that the orientation, the profile that you've submitted onto the orientation page is also correct, because your entire progress is being fetched from that account. Moving on to the second question, Alok, it's each time I log into the FRT, what I see is that my orientation page details are getting deleted. None of the details are getting saved. What should I do?
All right, so like I showed in my demo, when I'm updating my profile, I'm expected to click on the submit button every time. So for each of the information, I will have to click on the submit button. So I request you to do that. And even if, again, the same thing, in case if you are still facing any problem, please write to the support email ID.
Thanks, Alok. The next question goes out. How to start the project? Are we supposed to submit the whole project or just the synopsis?
Okay, so once you complete all your mandatory courses, the industry videos, and you have activated your projects page, you will submit the project synopsis first, and at the same time, you will submit the final project. And do remember to redeem your student developer pack, which you will need for your project development as well.
Another question related to student developer pack. Is it mandatory to apply for the student developer pack when I start the journey, or when can I apply?
Right, so this will be available to you once you complete all the mandatory courses and you have updated your skills on the LinkedIn. You have added your skills on the LinkedIn profile. So I have spoken about the Microsoft Azure skill. You will have the developer pack available to you.
Another question, I'm a foreign student, but studying in university in India. Am I eligible for this program?
Okay, so this program is available to all the Indian residents studying in Indian colleges.
And very mandatory, residing in India also is another thing.
Right.
Another question that has been asked by one of the students is that I'm enrolled in a diploma course. Can I apply for this internship?
All right, so I covered this earlier as well. There are no stream specific requirements. Students coming in from any stream are eligible. So yes, all the students coming in who are completing or planning to join the industry in the next 2 years are eligible for this program.
Kunjan, I'll add to this, and I did mention in the last orientation session also, just as a case study and an example, I am not an engineering student. I'm not even a STEM college student. I have done economics as my specialty. However, I have done all my technical certifications. So it's always learning mindset. It is the growth mindset. You can always embark onto technology. And today, whichever field you are, you should be technology savvy. You should acquire the skills of the future. And hence, don't assume that it is only for the engineering students. Thanks.
Thanks, Rani, for bringing that point. And I think it would motivate a lot of the students who are currently there into the orientation session to start their journey. Alok, another question, will I get internship credits against the internship completion certificate?
Right, so these are courses which are aligned to the National Skills Program. So yes, you will have an opportunity to get the credits based on the again, these credits can be available to you based on the institutes and their discretion. But yes, you will have the eligibility to get these credits.
Thanks, Alok. There's one question that has come in, which is like, are these projects to be done in teams, or the projects has to be done individually by the students?
So this is an individual registration, and the expectation is to complete these projects individually.
However, I wanted to add again to that. However, you will be on the GitHub platform. So please do understand that GitHub is a host. I mean, it hosts a lot of developers, subject matter expertise. So please do collaborate with others to get ideas, use open source repositories, but do while you are alone doing this project, but lean on to subject matter expertise in the community.
Thanks, Intrani. And on to that point, just wanted to do a quick call out for the student that while filling your orientation detail, although GitHub profile is optional there, but you would certainly need to create that account in order to leverage the collaboration, what Intrani has just mentioned from the experts which are there, as well as when you'll be hosting your projects, you would need these profiles. So ensure that while you are on your journey, you're kind of claiming your student developer pack. Ensure that you have your GitHub accounts being created and in place. Thanks. Over to you, Nidhi. Thanks, Alok.
Thank you, Gunjan. Thank you, Alok and Indrani, for taking the questions. Okay, now I would want to welcome an open source enthusiast who works at GitHub, focusing on developer education. Previously having worked with organizations like Microsoft, Gojek, and Cisco in landing their developer relations, product management, and GTM strategies, His focus has always been helping developers working with product and engineering teams at scale. He will discuss on what you will be doing on GitHub and FRT portal related to your project development and project submission, and how do you get access of the Student Developer Pack. With these words, I would like to invite Education Community Manager, GitHub India, Arkudyuti Saha.
Hey everyone, I have slides to present. Let me know if my screen is visible.
Yes, Arko, we can see your
Perfect.
screen.
Perfect. All right, so I'll pick where Indrani just stopped. I think GitHub is all everyone's been talking about, and it's going to be part of your entire program during future talent. Currently has been our focus is connecting this interconnected community. It could be for non-CS grads, CS grads as students, or could be your artists, friends, even folks you know in the crypto community as well. So yeah, we are an interconnected community and we want to leverage that out of it. I'm Orko, Education Community Manager at GitHub India, and have been doing all things at GitHub with developer community and students. What's GitHub? It's where the world builds software. It could be starting off with your universities using GitHub to build their university portals, managing their assessments, or could be your favorite applications, which is again hosted on GitHub. Millions of developers around the world use GitHub to build, ship, and maintain their softwares. Fortune 500 companies also use GitHub. There's a lot of developer interest that we see within GitHub, especially from India, and it's one of the fastest growing communities from the region. How do you really get started? That's been a big question when someone wants to get started with GitHub and all of it, right? I'll talk about a few jargons, then I'll mention that what can help you learn those jargons. Starting off, how do you create your first repositories? How do you create a branch or fork a repositories, committing to it? Or getting your PR merged. I know it's been Hacktoberfest has been around the corner and everyone's been talking about getting your PR merged can help you get a Hacktoberfest t-shirt. So many stuff happen in the open source world, but we don't really know about it. All in is on GitHub Flow. Guides.github.com can help you get started understanding what the flow is like in understanding how do you get started with GitHub. It's never ever before that learning something that to GitHub is readily available on GitHub itself, where you just learn GitHub through GitHub. There's a advanced learning bot available on the learning labs, which can help you pace up your journey about learning GitHub, starting from creating a first repository to breaking a custom action and hosting your favorite project. These courses will be available to you part of the advanced module in FRT platform. Starting off understanding how to create a first project on GitHub using Markdown, setting up pages, understanding how CI/CD works with actions, and also getting to know more about the life cycle of projects while they lie on GitHub. Next piece is education at GitHub. GitHub Education primarily is the home where student and the education community lives at GitHub. You have a lot of activities which happens and it comprises of something called as global campus. You can connect with a local campus expert, explore packs like the student developer pack, which is really renowned, and get leverage a lot of benefits out of it. I'll talk about it later, but there's a lot more in global campus which any student out there can make the most out of it. Talking about attending a lot of events to attending your favorite streaming show, or chit chatting about a lot of community assessments or your university assessments that you might have to submit next day. But yeah, you get to connect with the community at a larger scope within global campus. The good part, how do you get started? Again, student developer pack. This gives you an enormous exposure to a lot of developer tools at no cost. starting off with Microsoft Azure, there's MongoDB, there's Twilio, there's a lot more that can help you build your amazing project for any program. How do you get started for this particular student developer pack part of FRT? You'll get through within the sessions or the stages on the platform. There's always added link which can help you supervise your applications and get it faster approved. What do you do next? Build great projects. Check out the education.github.com pack gallery, where you can see a lot of students building amazing projects using the student developer pack. This is a sample project sharing from Janavi Prasad. He's a dev from India, he's a student, and he has built this amazing personal portfolio website. It uses pages, it uses actions, and it's again using a lot of tools from GitHub itself, part of the student developer pack. You can create one of your project similar to this, focusing on the multiple issues or multiple themes present in the Future Ready Talent program. How do you use your Azure for Students offer? Azure for Students gets you access to 25 plus Microsoft Azure cloud services along with a $100 credit. How do you use it? You need to navigate all of the Microsoft Azure portal from your GitHub account itself. It's been seamless for anybody who has access to Student Developer Pack to get use and make the most use of Microsoft Azure as a student. You can always check your balance in the Microsoft Azure sponsorships.com website. Here's a quick demo how you can get started with Microsoft Azure from the GitHub account, which is part of your Student Developer Pack. Like you can see, when you are on the subscription, you can check, you'll have something notified as subscription name as Azure for Students. And you can always check the subscription status, which will have how much of credits is left within your subscription. That gives you an understanding of what your usage is like for that particular account. So yeah. Next, you might have built some great project, but there's never end to it. You need to collaborate with the community and explore what everyone else is building. GitHub Discussions is an amazing space for anybody to kickstart and talk about their project synchronously or asynchronously, mostly within their teams or within their community. We have enabled GitHub Discussions for Future Ready Talent program. You can start off getting over to our India repo, which is github.com/github/India. Move on to discussions, pick the student category, start a discussions. You might be facing some challenges, you building your Azure project or building something, which involves other tools of Student Developer Pack, or might be communicating with a lot of students, discussing about what next feature you could add on to your existing project. Discussions is a great place, not just to ask questions, but also share your learnings to other fellow developers part of the program, especially with a program like Future Ready Talent. Make the most use of GitHub Discussions, especially during this program. Last but not the least, create your GitHub profile README. This will help you showcase what your builds are, what your knowledge is like, what your stacks like, what your contributions is like overall, to tell other developers what have you been working on. So it's a cool thing to do. You can always create one of your GitHub profile READMEs as well. Check out Pulkit is a young student dev. He's from working right from his school days and still in school, and has been working on a lot of open source projects and has been really doing great in the student community. Would love to have you all help or leverage everyone else, your peers, create awesome GitHub profile READMEs. This will help you set up jobs or stand out from everyone else and present yourself as a dev in front of your next company that you're trying to apply to. It helps you stand out, most importantly. And last but not the least, we want GitHub to be the space where you collaborate and engage and explore. It's never as such that the program is going to end giving you some awesome credits for being part of this initiative. But what really remains with you is the opportunity and the community. So leverage the most out of GitHub while you're part of Future Ready Talent and even after. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arkadyuti. That was a very interesting and informative session. I'm sure the students would, have had a lot of insight on how to work, or at least, an introduction on how to work with GitHub, how to, go ahead and create content and at the same time showcase what you have created. You have reiterated at the same time the importance of being hands-on and how to use the power of community. Thank you so much. Now I would again request Alok Agarwal for the concluding remarks. Yes, Alok, over to you.
Alok, you're on mute.
All right, everyone. So we have seen the various aspects of this program. Many of these speakers have given you some thoughtful insights into how this program can help you in your learning, in your career development, etc. So I would request all of you to get started with your learning experience, complete your learning, go through the industry videos, submit your projects, and get future ready. Thanks. Over to you, Nidhi.
Thank you, Alok. Thank you, our esteemed panel of speakers, for your insights on the Future Ready Talent program. It was an honor and pleasure to have you with us today. You have brought forward to our students years of experience, making it a very insightful session indeed. Now it's ultimately the participation which makes any initiative successful. And I would want to thank all the students who are looking forward to participate in this program and make this program and their careers successful. Hope you all will make the best of this opportunity which has been presented to you here today. Let's all work together and walk together for a brighter future. Thanks to one and all. Thank you again.